Reports that the United States carried out a second strike and killed survivors from a Venezuelan drug smuggling vessel have sparked controversy. As the backlash intensified, the U.S. government recently acknowledged this incident. However, it clarified that the strike was authorized not by President Trump or the Secretary of Defense, but by a Navy admiral. Lee Hanna reports.
This is footage President Trump released saying the U.S. sank a Venezuelan drug boat. 11 people were reportedly killed in the Navy attack, and recent foreign reports have raised allegations of war crimes. They allege that, under Secretary Hegseth's order, 2 survivors were killed in a second strike, violating international law. As the U.S. Senate launched an inquiry, the White House ultimately acknowledged the second strike.
The strike conducted on September 2nd was conducted in self-defense to protect Americans in vital United States interests.
However, Secretary Hegseth insisted he only ordered the vessel to be neutralized, saying the actual strike decision was made by a Navy admiral. Hegseth also wrote on social media that he fully supports Admiral Bradley's combat decision, distancing himself by saying he issued no direct order. In short, it looks like they're cutting off the tail to avoid blame. Some say Hegseth still can't avoid responsibility even without further orders. U.S. laws of war explicitly cite orders to fire on shipwreck survivors as an example of an illegal command that service members must refuse. President Trump quickly called an emergency security meeting. Amid mounting pressure to explain the incident, they are expected to discuss the next steps toward Venezuela, with the Maduro regime rejecting a final ultimatum to seek asylum and signaling its willingness to fight to the end. Tensions between the two countries are expected to persist. This is Lee Hanna, MBN News.